Thank you to all of you for joining us on the call tonight. I wanted to make sure the intention behind this call is just so we can all get on the same page. Obviously, we have new ambassadors joining us daily. Some of you have already gotten your 2 or even more, but some of you just joined and you are waiting. I want you to know exactly how you can maximize our compensation plan, because we have so much right now going on, so many events that's going to be popping up all over the country. You want to leverage your time and you want to maximize our compensation plan. So to cover that with us tonight, I have none other than a man who knows his numbers, and, he's just an incredible man. He is a part, of course, of our corporate staff. I'm going to go out there to see if Mr. Mike Randolph is on the side of the call. Mike, are you there?
I'm here, Max. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. How you doing tonight?
Excellent. If I was any better, I would be you.
We are super excited, and we have so many people on the line waiting to cover the numbers, to cover our compensation plan. And I think that is so important that everyone get on the same page. Mike, the first thing that we're going to cover, let's talk about this. Why is it so important that once someone have joined, that they get their first 2? Why do they need to get 2?
Well, you need to get 2 because that's kind of the fundamental building block of your business, as well as it's the first step to being Paradise qualified. And Paradise qualified is your entry point into the Wakaya Perfection 2x4 matrix. A lot of fancy terms there, but in all honesty, if you enroll 2, you really don't have to enroll any more than that to be able to completely qualify for every part of the compensation plan. And as a matter of fact, you can enroll customers who ultimately become ambassadors, and that will qualify you as well. But the magic number is 2, and I love the way Andre Vaughn pointed this out in a training the other day. The industry average is that a network marketer, on average, will enroll 2.4 people over their career as a network marketer. And he said that's why most companies set their initial requirement at 3, because they know most people, the average person anyway, will not get there. Here at Wakaya Perfection, we want the average person, the average network marketer, we want them to win. So our magic number is 2, not 3, knowing that the average networker will win here. So we're pretty excited about that.
Yeah, I think that is key, because we want our ambassadors to come in and we want them to win. We want them to maximize the comp plan, so to get them into the 2x4 matrix, they are Paradise Pack, of course, qualified. Now let's look at this flyer here, which I think is so important. And I think every ambassador should have a copy of that. And right now they can go to the blog page to download this comp plan flyer. If we can bring that up on the screen, and we're going to start covering the Wakaya Perfection Compensation Plan at a glance. Now, of course, Mike, once someone's joined, and we have all ambassadors on the line, all Paradise Pack qualified, ambassadors. So now let's talk about really for them to become a Coral ambassador. So now I join, and I have my Paradise Pack, and I go out, I enroll 2 with a Paradise Pack. Automatically I become a Coral ambassador. Is that right? Now, once we have the full website, Okay, does it require for everyone to get 2 that are Paradise Pack qualified? Can you clarify that for everyone on the line?
Absolutely. There's 2 levels of qualification that you want to be concerned with. One is your commissions qualification. The other is your rank qualification and Paradise qualification. I guess that's actually 3. But your commissions qualification, for those of you that are actually looking at the screen, you'll see here to join as an ambassador, all you have to do is join and purchase the Ambassador Startup Kit. To become active, the next column over, active requires 80 CQV and or PQV. And here we have some terms that some people may not be familiar with. One of the most interesting things about Wakaya Perfection is at no time are you ever required to make any personal purchases yourself, nor are you ever required to go on any kind of auto ship program to qualify for all of the commissions. As a matter of fact, you can qualify with customer qualifying volume, that's what CQV stands for, and or personal qualifying volume. So if you market to customers and they purchase product as either a preferred customer or as a retail customer, and I have a slide to show you the difference between those two, that qualifying volume all adds up along with your personal qualifying volume, and as long as those all add up to 80, you are qualified for commissions. Again, it doesn't all have to be personal. It certainly can be, but it doesn't have to be. Now, Coral, all you need to do is get 2 active ambassadors personally enrolled. And if you're looking at the chart, this is the most simplistic way of looking at the qualifications. There's no other requirement other than you have 80 CQV and 2 personally enrolled active ambassadors. What's active? They also need to have their 80 CQV. Again, for them it can be a customer, it can be their personal purchases. That's all it takes to become a Coral ambassador. To become a Jade ambassador, now we need to talk about Paradise qualification, because Paradise qualification is what launches you into the 2x4 matrix. And you'll see L2 matrix complete. That means level 2 of your matrix is complete. That simply means you have 2 people underneath you that have enrolled 2 people. Actually, they don't have to have enrolled 2 people. We'll look at the matrix in just a moment, Maxandra. But to understand what's going on here, this is your customer qualifying and personal qualifying volume at the top. It starts at 80, and as you rank up, once you get Jade, Sapphire, Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, you notice it never changes from 150. Again, that's your personal customers plus your personal purchases. Then you have GQV, group qualifying volume. Another thing that makes Wakaya Perfection very, very unique in our industry is that we give you credit or volume credit for every single sale in your entire organization. There's no, there's no limitation on the number of levels. Your organization could go 500 levels deep. Your GQV is going to come from all 500 levels. The only caveat is that only 50% of that volume can come from any one leg, and that'll make more sense to you as you build your business. I don't know anyone in Wakaya Perfection so far that it doesn't have a balanced organization. So all you need to do is make sure that you have some balance, and you get qualifying credit for every single person, every single sale, every single customer in your entire organization, no matter how deep it goes. So qualification is pretty simple. Yeah.
What I'm hearing here quickly is that our personal volume for, coral or from jade to black diamond is $150, and that $150, I don't personally have to spend $150 out of my pocket to get that personal volume. It could be one of my customers, and by my customer purchasing the product, I have the personal volume already. Is that correct?
That is correct. And if we look,
yes.
I want to show you how simple that is, Max, if I may. I'm going to jump over to the price list, which I already had opened up, just so you guys can see the difference. We have a beautiful catalog, and the catalog has preferred and retail customer prices in it. Only the price list will show you your ambassador price. It will show the BV and the QV. And we're just going to look at this first line item here, the Daily Detox Program. 1 month of the Daily Detox Program, you'll see the retail price, the preferred customer price are higher than the ambassador price. But if you look, you could have one customer that is purchasing at retail, at preferred, or you can purchase this program yourself at the ambassador price of $149.95. That is 150 QV. That means if you have a customer that's, let's say a retail customer that purchases this pack at $193, you're going to get paid a 20% commission on that sale. So you could just take 20% of 193. That's going to be your commission. But B, you'll notice in this QV column, that's 150. That alone, that customer alone, will give you your customer qualifying and personal qualifying volume requirement right there. That's simple.
Okay. So now we know that our personal volume, our retail customer, preferred customer, purchase from us, and that takes care of our personal volume. Now let's go back to the other screen for the rank. Let's look at coral. So someone right now who just joined, and you have your Paradise Pack qualified. You go out right now, you sign up 2 people. By getting your first 2, you are already qualified as coral ambassador. Now we're going to move up to jade. As jade, you need 150 in volume. You need 1,500 in total volume. And Mike, I'm going to explain this, and you tell me if it's correct. So now, in order for me to reach the rank of jade, all I need to do is help my 2 new reps each get 2. So now they will become coral. So automatically I do that, and I complete my level 2 matrix. Automatically that happens, then now I am qualified as a jade. Is that correct?
That is correct. As long as you have the group qualifying volume, and remember, group qualifying volume is every customer, every ambassador purchase in your entire organization added together, including yours. So that requirement is 1,500 there. And just to simplify it, Max, as you know, most people will be building their organizations using the Paradise Pack. That Paradise Pack has 500 QV. So as you're to go from coral to jade, let's say the 2 people that you enrolled, Paradise qualified, they go out and each get their 2. That alone is going to give you 2,000 QV. So your QV requirement as your organization is growing is already covered. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, there is a rank here that I think is truly powerful, and obviously everybody should be looking at this rank, and let me tell you why. And we're going to spend some time, and we're going to talk about sapphire. And the reason why I think that we should all get to understand how to help our team members to become sapphires, it's because on each of the ranks that we are looking at right now, especially ruby or emerald or diamond, you must, or blue diamond or black diamond, you must create other sapphires. So once you have that down pat, you know exactly how to become a sapphire, then guess what? All you have to do is duplicate that over and over and over again, because for ruby, you need 2 sapphire legs. For emerald, 4. For diamond, 7. So now let's talk about sapphire, Mike. What I love is how with Wakaya Perfection, just because you're moving up in rank, your personal volume is not increasing. It's still 150. Your total group volume is 5,000, and that group volume is in all your levels, but you just have to make sure that, it balances out. You cannot just get the 5,000 just from one leg, okay? We've already talked about that. But you need to have 3 jade legs. So, Mike, when it comes to the jade legs, do they have to be personally enrolled, or can it fall under somebody that I have personally recruited? I see it says personally enrolled here. I just want to make sure that we clarify that.
Yes, we'll back up a second. A jade leg or a sapphire leg or a diamond leg, those ranks only have to be somewhere in that leg. They do not have to be the personally enrolled ambassador. So let's say, Max, you enrolled me, and I enrolled Joe, and Joe enrolled Jill, and Jill was a fireball and became a diamond. That still counts as a diamond leg for you. You just can't count 2 diamonds in one leg. You can't count 2 jades in one leg. So it's very simple, and it's a beautiful system, because we all know that our personal enrollees, some of them are going to be great dynamic leaders. Some of them, they themselves won't personally, but they will bring in great dynamic leaders. Either way your organization grows, a sapphire leg is a sapphire leg, whether that sapphire is a direct enrollee on level 1 of your organization, or whether they're 50 levels deep. It's still a sapphire leg.
Okay, so now, as a sapphire, I need 5,000 total volume, and I need 3 jade legs, which means I need 3 people in different legs that have each signed up 2 and help their 2 each get 2, correct?
Correct. Loosely speaking, yes.
Loosely speaking. So 3 jade legs, 3 people in different legs. They each have signed up 2, and they have helped their 2 each get 2. Now let's talk about completing, because the other requirement to become a sapphire is you need to complete your level 4 matrix. So can you clarify that? As far as completing that level 4 matrix in order for, our team members to become sapphires.
Well, let's just put it this way, Max. If you look at how the matrix builds only 2 people wide for each ambassador, meaning that, so the first 2 people that you brought in, let's just say those ended up being your level 1 in your 2x4 matrix. Let's say the 2 people they brought in, that ended up being their level 1, but your level 2 of your matrix. And now you've brought in at least 3 people to get the 3 jade legs. So the third person is going to actually start level 3 of your matrix. The other people that your first enrollees bring in are going to also start filling in level 3. You may have someone in your upline that helps fill in level 3 or level 4. The bottom line is, if you have a grand total of 30 people in your total organization, there's a very good chance that your first 2x4 matrix is complete, and that means level 4 is complete. And of course, that's a one-time requirement. And folks, I just want you to think of it that simply. Don't think of it as having to enroll 16 people on level 4. Think of it as just a grand total of 30 people in your organization. Mathematically speaking, there's a very, very good chance, probably a 99% chance, that with 30 people in your organization, your level 4 matrix is complete. Once it's complete, you have fulfilled that requirement. You never have to fulfill that requirement again. So it's funny, when you look at the requirements on this chart, you might think that you have to do it again and do it again and do it again. No. Once you complete your level 2 one time, that part's done. Once you complete level 4 one time, that part is done. Once you reach the rank of Sapphire, you're never going to look at how many matrix levels you've completed because you've already maximized that part of the qualification.
Okay, well, the question that I do have, Mike, since we do need 3 jade legs, for the level 4 matrix to complete, do we need that for each leg?
No. That's
okay.
your personal matrix.
That's
your
personal
matrix.
My personal. So now, look at this, guys. Obviously, when you reach Sapphire, now your coding goes up. From $20 up to $40. Your residual also increases to 7%. And, of course, you have now Leadership Infinity bonus as well. That's why that rank, I think, is so important. It is important for people to log into their back office, click on the team dashboard to see exactly your total volume right now and look at your personals or look at your legs to see who has 2 that have helped each of those 2, each get 2, that they're qualifying for Jade. Because let me tell you something, we can all move forward and help our team members reach that rank between now and the end of the month. And, of course, you have generational bonus as well that you're looking right here, if you are on the webinar side, that you get as a Sapphire. And, I'm tempted. I got to move up to Ruby because that is the first rank where we're also paying the car bonus of $300. And, of course, your coding goes up to $60. So, Mike, on Ruby, we need 2 Sapphire legs, and we need 15,000 total volume as well. And the residual goes up to 8%. Let's talk about those 2 Sapphire legs, Mike. If you can cover that. I know you've already covered it, but again, cover that for some of our team members that are on the line. They're looking to go beyond Sapphire this month.
Okay, well, the Sapphire legs, again, it's simple. You do not have to have 2 directly enrolled ambassadors that achieve the rank of Sapphire. You do need a minimum, at this point, you do need a minimum of 2 legs. So that means you need to have at least 2 personally enrolled ambassadors that have organizations growing underneath them. And somewhere in each of those organizations, there needs to be a Sapphire. You'll notice as you go across, Max, the Sapphire leg requirement goes to 4, then to 7. And the maximum number of legs that anyone needs to have to completely max out the comp plan is 7. Even at the blue diamond and black diamond levels, you need to have 5 Sapphire and 2 diamond legs, and then 3 Sapphire and 4 diamond legs. But the maximum number of legs that you ever need to have are 7.
I think that's exciting.
It's terribly exciting because if you're doing what you're supposed to do, and if people are focused on the 2x4 matrix, if we focus simply on that, you'll notice that the basic building block is all the way back over here at Coral. Coral is getting 2 people in the system, and then getting the matrix complete is what takes you to Jade. And from that point on, if our leaders just focus on getting all their ambassadors in their organization to become Paradise qualified and to become commissions qualified, the rest of the system takes care of itself. These Sapphire legs and the diamond legs, those things all mathematically work themselves out. It's not like you have to, every time you rank up, Max, it's not like you have to change your focus. It's not like you have to shift into something else. You're always going to be looking at, okay, do I have a Coral manufacturing machine? Do I have, if I have enough corals in my organization, then people are hitting jade. If I have enough jades in my organization, people are hitting sapphire. If I have enough sapphires, people are hitting ruby. Then you don't even have to have, if you notice, you don't even have to have rubies for you to hit emerald and diamond and blue diamond and black diamond. You only need to continue to watch the corals and the jades and the sapphires. That's all you're really interested in, because just getting those folks to get there too, to get Paradise qualification, which we haven't talked about in detail yet. There's 2 different ways to do that. If you focus just on those things, everything else takes care of itself, and you don't have to slip into management mode. You don't have to sit there and overanalyze your organization. You don't have to worry about business. So many times in this business, Max, people become very concerned about business that's taking place on their 5th level, their 10th level, the 25th level, because 1, they don't get qualification credit for it. 2, they lose commissions. Commissions drop off so quickly. Well, if you notice in our system, as you rank up, we continue to put more commissions on the table for you. And not only do those commissions come into play in your first 5 levels, they pay. If you notice, your Sapphire generational bonus, when you get it at Sapphire, it pays through 2 Sapphire generations. And when you hit the Diamond generational bonus, it can pay through 3 additional Diamond generations. Trust me, that's hundreds and hundreds of levels deep in your organization, mathematically speaking. So
you're still getting paid on that.
Right, and if you're a black diamond in Wakaya Perfection, your focus and the way you build your organization hasn't changed from the time when you were a sapphire, which really is the same as when you were jade and when you were coral. You just focus on becoming Paradise qualified so that everyone's participating in the matrix, and you focus on getting those 2 personally enrolled active ambassadors. Everything else takes care of itself.
And what I see that's really amazing, even looking at, diamond, you need 7 sapphire, but then when you move to blue diamond, you need 5 sapphire and 2 diamond. And your diamonds are repeating the same process. Those 2 diamonds, all they do is create 7 sapphire legs, and they are diamonds. And it's amazing to me, the comp plan that we have put together here, which is surely to benefit the field as well. Now, my other question for you, for people let's move on to the 2x4 matrix, because we're about to really start with this matrix here. For people to qualify, they're getting spillover from the matrix and all of that. If you can talk quickly about that, but do they have to have their 2 in order for them to get paid?
Yes, Paradise qualification requires that you have 2 Paradise qualified individuals. Well, you have to be Paradise qualified, which means that you either purchased a Paradise pack or that you earned a minimum of $1,000 in customer bonus. And you need 2 enrollees. Okay, this comes back to your base coral qualification. These 2 active ambassadors do not, they themselves, have to be Paradise qualified, but you need them in order to start getting paid commissions at this level. Once you enter the matrix, you need 2 Paradise qualified individuals in your downline. They don't have to have completed their matrix. They don't have to have anybody enrolled yet. You just need 2 Paradise qualified individuals, and it could be the same 2 individuals. Once you have that, you've met not only Paradise qualification, but matrix qualification. Paradise qualification gets you in the matrix. Matrix qualification gets you matrix bonus. And the matrix bonuses are listed at the bottom here. Now, here's what's, again, very, very unique about Wakaya Perfection. A lot of companies out there will build compensation systems counting on people to fail, meaning that what we talked about earlier, if the average distributor enrolls 2.4 people and the requirement is 3 people, then the average person is going to fail. And that puts money in the company's pocket. We know that the matrix, it only holds 30 people. Each 2x4 matrix only holds 30, Maxandra. So it can fill up very, very fast. If your organization is dynamic, and especially now with as much excitement as going on out there, that matrix can fill up fast. In fact, that matrix can fill up before you have your first 2 Paradise qualified individuals, which means you could miss out on the level 2 bonus. You could miss out on the level 4 bonus because you haven't enrolled your 2 yet. Well, don't worry if that happens, because we're going to escrow your level 2 and level 4 bonus, and we're going to hold it for you until you are matrix qualified, meaning until you have those 2 Paradise qualified individuals enrolled. And now's a good time, Max, if I can just for compliance purposes and just to be very, very clear with everyone, Paradise qualification can be achieved 2 different ways. One, by purchasing a Paradise product pack. That gets you Paradise qualified. 2, you can be a regular ambassador, and you can earn your Paradise qualification by generating $1,000 in customer bonus. And customer bonus, if we go back to the price list just briefly, remember I told you on our retail price, for retail customers, you're going to get paid a 20% commission. That's customer bonus. So for this person, 20% bonus is approximately, well, it's going to be $30-some. The preferred customer bonus is 10%. So this is going to be approximately $17. Once you accumulate $1,000 in customer bonus, you are Paradise qualified, whether you purchase the Paradise pack or not. You can still purchase it. It's a fantastic product deal, but you don't have to become Paradise qualified. So let's say it took you 4 months to become Paradise qualified. You may have filled up 3 or 4 or more matrices during that time. Don't worry. That breakage, if you will, is not going to go to the company. It's not going to go to your upline. It's being escrowed on the side, and as soon as you achieve that Paradise qualification, that money will be in your next commission check. And that is another very unique thing about Wakaya Perfection.
I mean, I think that's powerful, especially once, we have the website up. People are able to sell to retail customers, to preferred customer, and they're not Paradise Pack qualified. And they can have by promoting the products or sell products to retail customers or preferred customer. They get paid $1,000 in bonus. Automatically, that gets them Paradise Pack qualified. And if they do have money sitting in the bank, they will get paid. It doesn't go up to the upline. I just want to cover quickly before we get into numbers. Mm-hmm. The matrix, level 2 matrix bonus is $100, correct? Level 4 is $500. Then you have level 2 where you get 50% matching bonus. And level 4, you also get 50% matching bonus of $250. So when you add all of this, 100 plus 500, that is $600, plus 50, that's $650. Then you have 250, that's $900. So guys, we must know exactly right now what is your goal. Not just your goal. What is it that you want your team members to achieve? So if you're not a co-role right now, you don't have your 2, go ahead and get your 2 and get it done. And from there, help your 2 each get 2 and move up to jade and make sure the level 2 matrix is completed. And then let's move up to sapphire, to ruby, to emerald, to diamond, because you have the volume. Most of you have the volume. And when you think about it, 30 packs, 30 with a 500 Paradise Pack QV, that's 15,000. That's already ruby volume. So break it down. Break down your numbers. Take that 50,000 divided by 500, and remember, this is not just you. This is between you and your entire team. So you got to break it down. Call your frontline leaders and say, listen, I want to help you achieve sapphire right now, okay? And it's 5,000 in volume. Let's at least complete a matrix for you. Let's help your 2. If you don't have your 2, let's get 2. And you know what? Let's do some 3-ways and help each of them get 2. And let's repeat that process so then you're helping your team members to move up to sapphire, to move up to ruby. And let me tell you something, guys. It can get done because you look at the date today. Today is the 23rd, and we have until the end of the month. So now, Mike, let's get into some numbers because we have some financial goals here to help our team members achieve. If we can look at that calculator quickly here to show people exactly what is possible.
Fantastic. I'm kind of hiding it right now because I'm going to ask you some questions, guys. And I want some impact when everyone sees this. So without any preconceived notions, I'm going to ask you about you and your organization, Max, because every group is different. Leaders are different. The duplication of leaders are different across the country. And what I like to do with this calculator is show you that no matter how good or how bad you think you are in this business, all you need to do is keep doing it, and you can reach your economic goals. Whatever that income goal is, you can reach it. There was an old good friend of mine. You knew him very well, Dale Johnson, out of Paducah, Kentucky, and he was a great friend of ours. We worked with him for years, and he always said one thing: you just have to be bad enough, long enough, and you can realize every one of your dreams in this business. And this calculator illustrates that so well because we can do some amazing things. So what I want to do, Max, is for your leaders at large, I'm not talking about you personally, for your leaders at large, what is the goal for the number of Paradise Packs that each leader is personally going to enroll each month? Did I lose you, Max?
Oh, I'm here. I was muted. 10.
Oh, 10. Okay. So that's your leader goal. Okay. Now, we all know that not everybody does what we tell them to do. So for every 10 people you enroll, how many of them, honestly, for every 10 people you enroll, how many of them are going to go out and get their 10?
Let's say, how many out of the 10? Let's say 3.
3. Okay. So we're going to call it a 30% duplication rate, folks. That means that you're going to enroll 10, and only 3 of the people are going to do the same thing. Okay. Now, also, what percentage of your organization? And again, this is a leader call. These are people with thick skin. So let's be honest. How many people are going to fall by the wayside each month? For every 10 people in your organization, how many are going to give up every month?
Let's say 4.
4. Okay. All right. So what do you think the magic number is income goal wise? What do you think the magic number is for most people in your organization if, again, that life-changing monthly income.
Are you talking for top leaders?
For anyone. I mean, we're going to put this income goal calculator. I want them to see how quickly they can reach that goal through consistency and
let's just put, let's just say $10,000.
$10,000. Okay, that's a great round number.
Yeah.
When I finally understood the business, my goal went from $500 a month to $10,000 a month, because first I thought this was all about getting a free car payment. Then I realized it was a whole lot more than that. Okay, so here's what we've done. I'm going to show this now, Max, on everyone's screen. Let's see. Oops. There we go. It should pop up. Hopefully you can see that. So what this says, I'm just going to reiterate this, Max. You'll see in the yellow boxes over here. We said we told it we have a goal of $10,000 a month. Mm-hmm. We're going to market 10 Paradise Packs a month. We're only going to have a duplication rate of 30%, and 40% of everyone are going to fall off every month. Okay? Those, I think, are pretty honest numbers, Max. I think, a leader will look at that and say, you know what? We are dealing with people, and not everybody wants what everybody else wants. Not everyone is willing to work that diligently. So this is what it says. It's going to take you 3 months to reach your income goal. What that means is in month 3, and you'll see here on this little chart, in month 3, your income is $11,620, and here's how it's broken down. You get $1,000 in Fast Start that month because you're still out there getting your 10. You're making $2,400 in Matrix bonus. You're making $1,500 in matching Matrix bonus. Your coded bonus is up to $4,800 that month, and your unilevel compensation is $480. So all that added together is $11,620. And
okay,
here's what's interesting. Go ahead.
So let me just clarify that. Don't forget here. Okay, so one of my leaders say, Max, I'm committing to signing 10 people every month. And out of the 10, only 3 of them each commits to doing the same thing, to signing up 10. Out of that, we have 4 people that fall out of the wayside. You can't reach them. They're busy. They're not doing much. You're telling me within 90 days of following that system, this leader will be earning $11,620.
Correct.
Their second month, they have just earned $3,500. Their first month is close to $1,500. Wow. So which means by the end of the 90 days, they would have earned almost $18,000.
Correct.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, it goes even farther, because you also have a monthly residual income goal. And that takes 6 months for your residual unilevel compensation alone to exceed your goal of $10,000 a month. What I love the most about this calculator, Max, is that it shows you where you make most of your money in the beginning. In the beginning, you're making most of your money with Fast Start bonus. Okay? Then it starts to transition. You start making a lot of money in Matrix bonus, because remember, folks, that bonus might be $600 total with a $300 match, but that stuff, you get matrix after matrix after matrix after matrix. But you'll notice your total income starts to shift into these 2 categories. Your coded bonus and unilevel commission by far are larger than the other bonuses. The things that make you the most money in the beginning don't make you the most money as you build your business. And you know this, Maxandra. As your group grows, and as you continue to reach depth in your organization, the coded bonus and the unilevel bonus continue to grow and continue to grow and continue to grow. The fast start bonus, this is on your personal efforts. These numbers over here are on your team's efforts. And it just continues to grow. And if you manage to do this, if you could stay this intense for 12 months, your 12-month income is over $7 million, Max.
So we follow that system for 12 months, 10 each month, and help 3 of those 10s to recruit 10, and help the duplication system. In 12 months, we're looking at $7 million?
Correct.
Wow.
But let's look at this. Let's say that we have someone on the line that can't even fathom 10. By the way, 10 Paradise Packs will also get you on a free cruise in January. That's just an extra bonus. Might as well get that the first month, right?
Absolutely.
So, but we can even cut this down to 5. We can cut this down to 5 packs a month with still only 30% duplication and still 40% attrition, and you'll notice that you can still get there in 6 months. You're looking at a 12-month income of $245,000. So you can take this all the way down to 2, and you can see what your income looks like. You can see your fast start when you're only doing 2. It's hard to build money up front because you're only doing your 2. But if you continue, if you just persevere, or you get better with duplication, if you get eliminating attrition, you can move these numbers in the direction you want them to go in. And
I mean, even for the person who's only recruiting 2 people and just helping one person duplicate, you're looking at the total income of $30,000. And most people, they're doing more. And that is not including retail customer profit, preferred customer profit. None of that is included in this calculator. People have to keep that in mind. That's not including that. So if you're doing 2, that gets 2, that gets 2, and you stay on that road consistently, oh my God, all of the dreams that you guys have financially, you can make that happen. What did you just do? Because now, they just made $267,000 a year.
I get 2. Nobody's falling off. Then you're going to reach that $10,000 monthly goal in 6 months, and you'll set up a retirement income of $10,000 a month in 12 months, and you'll make $267,000. The beautiful thing is, Max, you get to decide. You get to decide what this goal is. It could be $500. It could be $50,000. That's entirely up to you, and you get to decide what this number looks like. You get to decide how many people you're going to introduce to Wakaya Perfection. Some will, some won't, so what? It's all in timing. It's all in finding people that are looking for something. The best folks that I've ever had on my team over the years were the people that were looking for change in their life but didn't realize it. The person who realizes they're looking for change, sometimes they're out shopping, and they will just give you 1.5 million questions. People that aren't looking for change, just follow up and follow up and follow up, and hopefully that timing will be there. But people that are looking for change but don't know it, those are the champions. Those are the people because in their eyes, and they get to see that there is hope. They get to see that they don't have to fear the mailbox or the phone calls anymore. There's so many people that just think that it's like Dave Pitcock said while we were in Salt Lake City last week. He said, I just thought life was about working really hard and not getting ahead. That's what my parents did. That's what their parents did. That's what my neighbors and cousins and everyone in my town, that's the way they lived their life. That's the way I thought life was. And he was looking, didn't know it, was introduced to this industry, and became a life-changing leader and a multi-million-dollar income earner. And Those people are all around us all the time, Max. They just don't know it. And that's the most fun in this business is helping to open people's eyes and relight that little fire. You know, when we were little kids, we all had that little fire burning inside of us. I'm going to be, a fireman. I'm going to be a policeman. I'm going to be Batman. I'm going to be Superman. Our dreams, they just got bigger and bigger every day. Well, somewhere along the line, reality smacked us in the face, and we decided that that's the way life was, that you had to settle for something.
Wow.
I think more than anything, Wakaya Perfection lets people know they don't have to settle for anything. You can have products that have thousands of years of secrets in them of good health and just goodwill. And you can have a different life if you choose to. Not everyone will choose to, and that's okay too. Hug them anyway. But there will be, Max, and we're just getting started, and I can't wait to meet the top income earner. And the top income earner is somebody right now who is disappointed, who's let down, who is looking for something and doesn't know it. And the question I have is, are you going to find them, Max, or will it be someone in your organization, or will it be someone in someone else's organization? Again, that's up to you.
Yeah, and I think that is key. And one of the things, guys, that we have to do right now, today's the 23rd. We have 8 days left in the month. So you really have to ask yourself right now, what's your intention? I think with everything that Mike just covered tonight, from the comp plan summary to really stretching your vision to show you what's available right here, right now in this comp plan, I truly believe, for me, that intention, they're the core foundation. And I check myself all the time. I am constantly assessing myself to see if I am in line with my intention. When you pick up the phone, you're talking to a prospect. What's your intention? Do you truly want to help them? What's your intention when you're in your back office? Are you just looking to look at it? Or are you looking to see where your team members are and how you can help them to get to Coral, to get, to Jade, to get to Ruby, to move up to Sapphire, to move up in the ranks that we have that's right here available for them? And I know some of you, we don't care, say, I don't care about ranks, but here's the bottom line. Moving up in the ranks, you are maximizing the compensation plan. You are getting paid more money. You are helping your team members to get paid more money. You're maximizing the coding bonus, which you get paid on unlimited levels in your organization. Wouldn't you want to be at the maximum coding that the company offers, the maximum residual that they offer? It is truly up to you. But as we do this, let's keep in mind that we must make our intentions very, very clear. That is the core foundation from which you want to move. With every prospect, with every team member, with everything that you do. We have 7 days to make this happen here. Look at your back office. Sit down tonight. Draw up your circles. Put the name of your team members. Have a call with your leaders and say, okay, I am ready to move. I am ready to move. And let me tell you something. I truly want to give a big shout out to Dave Pitcock, to Andre Vaughn, and now to Mrs. Barb Pitcock for everything that they are doing in the field. And, of course, to our entire corporate staff, and to all of you guys for making this move, for making it happen, to our co-founder and founder. Folks, it is up to you. Your dreams can come true. I am going to open up the line so we can thank Mr. Mike Randolph for open up his heart tonight and doing this call for all of us so we can have the right intention, so we can focus our attention on what we want to achieve between now and the end of the month. And I'm telling you, it will happen. Whatever income goal you have for the next pay run, it's going to happen. But we must take massive, massive action. Have a great night, everyone. Let me open up the line so we can thank Mr. Mike Randolph for joining us on the call. 1 second.